Okay, dear students, in previous class we are discussing how we can do the work in a better way by adding words to our actions. Clifford Marty says that we can perform in a better way by adding words to our actions. And Clifford Marty has given two examples. That is the incident of the lift when he was coming in the lift and how would they behaved, they behaved in the lift. Then also the examples of the posh restaurants, how the waiters or the stewards they do in a better way. Then in today's class we shall continue the same. Then the doctors treating the patients can make their jobs much better if they choose to talk nicely to their patients. A word here or there must, though most doctors are serious or even stern, probably they imply they are doing serious work. But talking nicely and reassuringly is also a part of the treatment, isn't it? It is said that a couple of friendly words from the doctors or even a smile can go a long way in making the patient feel better. See, Clifford Marty says that we can even do in a better way by adding words to our actions. He gives an examples of a doctor. See, usually we go to the hospitals and we see the doctors. Nowadays, the doctors are the God. They are the lifesavers. Okay. So these doctors, they also must do their duty in a better way. How? By speaking words and giving a smile here and there. So they should instill courage. They should instill courage in the patients. They should instill willpower. So they have to encourage the patients. So in order to get recover very speedily. Okay. Doctors treating the patient can make their jobs much better if they choose to talk nicely to the patients. So whenever the patients he goes to the doctors, usually the patients get feared. He might fear about the report that will be given by the doctors. So he will be having little fearness. So what the doctor has to do, he has to use a word here or there saying that you please, you'll be okay very soon. Please take these medicines. Nothing has happened to you. Don't worry. You have to say such words. Okay. A word here or there. Most doctors are serious and even stern. Nowadays, the doctors are behaving in a serious and they are very stern. They think that they are doing some serious work. So they should not do like that. By talking nicely and reassuring is also a part of treatment. So Clifford Marty says that the doctor he has to speak very nicely with the patient. He has to reassure. Reassure means restore confidence. Reassure. Reassure. Reassure means feeling restore confidence. Restore confidence. Restore confidence. Okay. The doctor should reassure the patient. They should feel restore confidence. They should give some confidence. They have to make the patients to be confident. Okay. Saying that nothing has happened to you. You will be alright very soon. A very small smile. A smile and two words is enough to make the patient become very quickly recovered. Okay. It is said that a couple of friendly words from the doctors or even a smile can go a long way in making the patients feel better. See, reassuring and speaking nicely is a part of a treatment. See, only giving the medicines and making the surgery, that is not the treatment. Along with that, the doctor's words and reassuring words, these are also a part of the treatment. The doctors have to adopt these. So when they adopt these, then they can do their work in a better way. They can perform their task in a better way. So Words here and there words, a couple of words from the doctor or even a smile can go a long way in making the patients feel better. Okay, this is one incident, and he gives the examples of a auto rickshaw driver, how these auto rickshaw drivers can add words to their actions. Okay, on one certain occasion, I hailed an auto rickshaw and said, "City Hospital." The auto man did not look at me but simply downed the meter. Well, it was clear indication that he was willing to take me to my destination. But wouldn't it have been much better if he had said, "Yes, sir," or "Please get in," or simply said, "Come"? The least he could have done was to make a gesture with his face or hand. I did mention the point to him, and to my good luck, he agreed with me. On another occasion, I called an auto and said, "Central Market." He said, "Sorry sir, it's time for me to hand over the auto." And so saying, he hailed another auto and asked, "Guru, Central Market." That man agreed and I got in. This is how we can say no also in a most pleasant way. So he gives an example of auto rickshaw driver who did not add words to his actions. So Clifford Mattis always he says that whatever you do it in a better way. So how to do it in a better way? You have to add words to our actions. He gives an example of auto rickshaw driver. He said, on one certain occasion, I hailed an auto rickshaw. Hail means call. On one certain occasion, I called auto rickshaw. Then the auto rickshaw came and I said, "City Hospital." The author said that he mentioned the city hospital. The auto man did not look at me, but he simply downed the meter. See that auto rickshaw driver, he did not even look at the face of the author. He simply downed the meter. Okay. Well, it is the clear indication that he was willing to take me my destination. No doubt, he is willing to take the author to the destination. No doubt. But it wouldn't have been much better if he had said, "Yes, sir, please get in," or simply said, "Come." So the author says that the auto rickshaw driver would have done his work in a better way by saying, just by saying, "Yes, sir," or "Please get in," or simply "Come in." Okay. So wouldn't it have been much better? Okay. That auto rickshaw, what he has to do was, he has to call, he has to ask the author saying, "Please get in sir," or "Please come sir," or "Yes sir." But that auto rickshaw that auto rickshaw driver did not even speak a word. So we can come to know that, or even he did not make any gestures with his face or hand. See, he did not make any gestures. Gesture means movement by hands or arms. He did not even make the gestures also. So I did mention the point to him, and to my good luck, he agreed with me. So he simply took him to the destination. So we can also see the another auto rickshaw driver who can do his work in a better way. So saying no in the most pleasant way. That auto rickshaw, he says no, but that he does that work in a pleasant way. He says that in a pleasant way by saying that, "Sorry, I can't take you to the destination." See, on another occasion, I called another auto and said, "Central Market." So he called on another occasion, he called an auto rickshaw driver. The author said that Central Market. Then he said, "Sorry, it's time for me to hand over an auto." So he said, frankly he said, "Sorry sir, it's time for me to hand over the auto." So saying, he hailed another auto and asked that another auto driver, Guru Central Market. Then that man agreed and I got him. This shows how we can say even no also in the most pleasant way. See the second auto rickshaw driver, he did his work in a better way. Even refusing, if you want to refuse also, you have to do in a better way. Saying no also, you can do it in a better way. That auto rickshaw driver, it was time for him to hand over the auto. So saying this, what he did, he hailed another auto and he asked, told that auto driver, take the auto to the central market. So refusing or saying no in a pleasant way. This is also we can say that we can do it in a better way. Then see, you can also add words to our actions in these situations also. He gives an example of the beggars. Okay, even when we even a very ordinary thing like giving alms to the beggar can be done in a better way. Giving alms. So giving alms. Alms means money, clothes given to poor. Okay. See, even giving alms can be done in a better way. Giving alms. Okay. Giving alms can be done in a better way. Giving alms can be done in a better way. Can be done in the better way. Okay. So many of you have faced many beggars, but how we have behaved with the beggars we don't know, and how we have done the giving alms in a better way. So let us know. Okay. Even an ordinary thing like giving alms to the beggar can be done in a better way. Suppose if you want to give alms, then you can do that work in a better way. See how here, take this. We can add words to our actions. Many of the rich people, they simply throw the coins. Okay, we should not do like that. So what should we do? We should say, and here you should add words to our action. Here is the point. Take this. We can nicely say with good some feeling. So what do some people do? So you take here. We can add some words. We can add our feelings. Okay, we can add our feelings. Saying that here, take this. We can nicely say with some feelings. But what do some people do? They refuse to look at the beggars. What some people do, you know? They refuse to even to look at the beggars. If he persists, they indicate that he should go ahead. Then if he persists, if he forces the beggar, if the beggar forces the person to give, then that indicates he should go ahead. So he does actions like this, he does not speak. Some say munde hogappa or such thing. Some doesn't say anything but try to shun the beggar by their body language. Some say that munde hogappa or go further. So and some try to shun the beggars. Shun means refuse. So by using their body language. So by using their body language, okay, so they turn their backside towards the beggar. So we can see the such kinds of behavior in the public places. And finally, when the giving becomes inevitable means unavoidable, they give grudgingly. Grudging means unwillingly. If we decide to give alms, should we not do so gracefully? Gracefully means good courtesy. Okay. If you want to give the alms, should we not give in a proper way? If we decide to give alms, should we not do in a graceful way? Okay. Then in Mumbai, they have a nice way of saying maaf karo. It's nice way of saying. Okay. In Mumbai, the people say that please maaf karo. Maaf karo. This is a Hindi word meaning that please excuse me, I don't have money to give you. then it's a nice way of saying. Okay, it's a very nice way of saying, sorry, I am not able to give you. Some people they say that, sorry, I don't have any money to give you. So this is all about how we add actions to our word, how we add words to our accents. We have number of notices, instructions and orders like no parking, no smoking, no admissions, visitors cars are not allowed, and so on so forth. Don't these terms sounds rather rough? True people are trying to be brief because brevity is a genuine need in such public notices, but we have seen that at least in case of smoking, please have made some innovations. Nowadays they write thank you for not smoking. So okay, we have a number of notices in the public places like no parking, see, no smoking, no admissions, visitors cars are not allowed. See, whenever in front of the offices or in front of the temples, we see the board no parking. And whenever you go to the hospitals or any offices, we see the board no smoking. So also whenever you go to any schools, colleges or hospitals, we see the board no admissions, and also visitors cars are not allowed, and so forth. See, the author Clifford Martis said that these terms sounds rather rough. See, it looks very odd. This sounds very rough. Then people are trying to brief because brevity is a genuine need in such public places. Genuine means true. Okay, brevity means short. Okay, brevity means short. Brevity means short. So short form you can say, short form. Brevity means short form. Okay, we are using short forms. Okay, true, they are trying to be brief because brevity is a genuine need in such public places. If you write a big boards, if you place a big board or big notice, nobody will read it. So if you write a short, in a short, the people will look and will follow it. So brevity is a genuine need in the public places, but we have seen that at least in case of smoking, people have made innovations. Innovation means new ideas. Innovation means new ideas. New ideas. Okay. Nowadays people have made new innovations. They say that they write like this: thank you for not smoking. Okay. See, it sounds better. Instead of saying no smoking, we can say that thank you for not smoking. We can also say that thank you for not parking. Okay, thank you for not entering. Okay, so we can write such words. Then can't we try to use better terms in other cases also? I am not suggesting that in every case we should say thank you, for we can think of innovative methods to make our orders, instructions, notices sound more polite, more polished. In South India, some restaurants are famous for the tasty fare they offer. Naturally, therefore, they have big rush and it's a problem for the management. In one such restaurant, I saw a board, don't sit here for a long time. See how odd. Can they not say the same thing in a better words? Luckily, I saw in another place a board, please make room for waiting customers. In yet another place, I saw a notice which read, kindly make room for waiting friends. Okay. Here, Clifford Martis gives another example where we found that the people have found new words to write. See, we can try to use better terms in other cases also. I am not suggesting that it is very case we should say thank you for. We can think of innovative methods to make our orders. instructions, notices more polite and more polished. See, here Clifford Martis, he said that you have to think of new methods to make our orders, instructions and notices more polite. Okay. See, he said that in one of the restaurants, he saw a board that saying that don't sit here for a long time. Usually, the South Indian restaurants, they are very rushed. They are famous for their tasty foods. Okay, once the author had been there and he saw that the board don't sit here for a long time. When the author saw that, he came to know that these words does not sound better. Then in another restaurant he saw a board, please make room for the waiting rooms. See, the same thing you can write in a better way. How can we write in a better way? Please make room for waiting rooms. Okay. See, in the south restaurants, usually they have a big rush and there will be a problem of management. Okay, we cannot control those people. So in such places, we can write a notice board with polite words, saying that what we can write that. See, please make room for the waiting customers. We can write like this. Then kindly make room for the waiting friends. So you saw another board. So in restaurants we can express our words in a more polite way. Okay. Then it is our practice to brief while sending the telegrams. Here again the reason is brevity. We want to save words in order to cut costs. If someone wants to request his brother to receive him at the station, he might send a telegram somewhat like this. Reaching Mumbai Thursday, Shatabdi, stop, meet station. Now, just for the sake of a single word, the telegram has become totally devoid of any courtesy, which would be the additional cost of adding please. Nowadays, the telegrams has been relegated to the background to the coming of the telephone and internet. But we have solved the issue of courtesy. Don't we see, or should I say here, people ask, who is this? Instead of saying, may I know who is calling please? In a certain book or communication, I found a very interesting